Welcome to Cards on Blast. Now, here's your hosts, JT and the Bird.
Welcome into Cards on Blast, episode number 13. You're hanging with your guys, JT and the Bird. We had a little extended vacation there, a little week without the show. Bird's flying across the country, flapping his arms the whole way there. How you feeling, Bird?
Facts, man. Yeah, no, it was pretty good. I got to sit middle seat all the way there while my kid was comfortable in the window and then the aisle. It was good.
Of course.
Yeah, he let me relax while he was going to play a volleyball tournament. So
is that why you went?
Yeah, he was playing in the AAU National Championships. So
okay. It wasn't just vacation or something, right?
It was absolutely not a vacation in any way, shape, or form. Because my kid was so tired at the end of the day that we literally just went and hung out in the hotel every single day after the tournament because he was so whooped.
It was just you and him?
Yep, just me and him.
Okay. That's cool.
So too damn expensive to fly the whole family over there.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's a fly across the country. Probably not a direct flight because it really never is that when it's that far.
They have them, but we took a break in Denver both way there and on the way back. So
Denver, it's usually Denver, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Heck, even Phoenix sometimes I think is a hub. So I've been through all of them.
Yep.
But glad you're back. Glad you're back safe. We're back at it here on Cards on Blast, bringing you episode number 13. Today we are talking about the designs of cards. Yes, we're going to kind of break down how cards started with their design and where they've come to today. Should be a fun main topic. I don't mean to toot my horn, but I like designing cards myself. And I'm sure you've seen it. If anybody listening wants to check out my cards, it is Majesty Cards on Instagram, MAJ, Majesty. You know how to spell it, just in case you get it wrong. But check it out. See some of the cards I design. Hell, it keeps me from spending money on cards. That's for damn sure. That's the biggest plus about the whole thing, I feel like, to me.
Yeah, this feels like it takes care of your artistic side that you need to be doing something with, whether it's music or art or
you ain't kidding, my friend.
Show, whatever.
You know me well, and I have to get that artistic side out there. So, but we will be jumping into our main topic. Of course, we're going to get into some of our staple segments here, like Crack That Pack. We're going to show you what we got in our stack. Heck, Bird, I even got where the bleep did you find that today? So we're going to have some fun. Yes, sir. We're going to have some fun. We are actually just going to jump right into this. So got to get up and make sure Greedy Goats is well informed for you here. So check this out, and then we'll get into Crack That Pack. Crack That Pack is brought to you by Greedy Goats, the Solana meme coin that's gobbling up the market. These goats are legit. No rug pulls, just pure community vibes and big gains. Want to join the wildest herd in the blockchain game? Check the link in the description for Greedy Goats info and drop your Solana address in the comments to win free tokens. Don't snooze in the pasture. Grab your Greedy Goats and rock it to the moon.
Time to Crack That Pack, where we open a pack live.
Oh, yes. If you haven't cracked any product in a while, now is the time. Thank goodness for Crack That Pack, baby. We are back with it. My man, he's been flapping his wings since Orlando. That's quite a long flight for a small little bird like that. So why don't you go ahead? What do you got? What do you got up for today, Bird?
All right. So since we've been off for a couple of weeks and we're talking about design of cards, I actually have a couple different packs to open. We're going to maybe foreshadow a little bit and talk a little TCG later. But I also have a Donruss 30-card value pack of football. Just hit my random store, and that's what they happen to have. So I was like, hey, why not? Let's give it a shot. It's been a while since I've opened this product.
That's where the downtowns are, right, baby?
I'm not sure if they're in this. I think
are they in that or the Optic? I don't know. It might be the Optic.
Optic rated rookies preview green velocities. So let's see.
Well, just hit on a cool rookie and
Yeah, let me see what I can find here.
That's
Let's
all
see.
you can hope for, my man.
All right, we're gonna skip. Lots of rated rookies in here. All right, bunch of base cards. Hey, Eric Dickerson, love that guy. All right. Nothing crazy yet. All right, so it looks like these guys are the Blues. Giving me the Blues here. We got Trent McDuffie of the Chiefs, Kirk Cousins of the Falcons, Tyreek Hill, Dolphins. I got a Ricky Pearsall throwback. That's cool. I've never seen that one before. Here for it. Let me show that one to the screen there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Got a Michael Penix Jr., Luke McCaffrey, always the wrong McCaffrey, Rasheen Ali, and Jacob Cowing. Nothing super exciting in the Ricky world. Other than that, Pearsall, I think he's going to be a pretty good player there for the Niners.
Yeah, definitely be a good player.
The other thing I got is Yu-Gi-Oh! Supreme Darkness. This is not the newest set by any means. However, it's a cool set. It's fun. So there's only a few cards.
Could have lied to me and I would have believed you.
I know. But, I'm an honest kind of guy. So I actually have 2 of these packs. And there's only
You know how overzealous I was to open something? I totally did the Crack That Pack segment before our hobby headline. So we'll have to follow up with that, people. I was a little excited, apparently, and definitely wanted to open something.
And I'll be honest, nobody knew because I was not reacting.
Exactly.
I was like, hey, I'm ready to go.
It's okay. He's ready to go.
So let's see what we get out of this. Anything good? Let's see. Nope. Okay, no.
Now with this Yu-Gi-Oh, are you guaranteed like a parallel in there of some sort, or some kind of
not necessarily? This is called like an ultra rare, and you can see it's got some shimmer to it. It's harder to tell on the camera here. I'm gonna share some others later that probably, you might be able to see a little better. And this one was also kind of a base, rare card, but nothing crazy out of the set. So
okay,
win some, you lose some.
Is what it is.
They were the last 2 packs they had at the store, so I thought, hey, what the heck?
You know what? Sometimes when you see like 1 box or 1 pack left, you got to grab that last pack, man. It's almost like an unwritten rule there. And damaged ones too, damaged boxes.
All right, so you've been chomping at the bit to open a pack here, my friend. What are you going to open for us today?
I actually got a product that I've never opened before, and I've been seeing a lot of this getting opened up online, and honestly, I really like the design. It's one of the cooler designs that are out nowadays, so that's why I got this product today. We're going with, that way. Sorry, Shay. Panini Select 24-25. All right, they got some die cut inserts in here and stuff like that. So let's see what we can do. We only got 4 cards per pack. We'll open 2 right now. I'll do the rest later, maybe on a video. Everybody can check it out.
Definitely.
And hopefully you guys have been checking out our Crack That Pack videos. I think they've been coming out really cool. I actually narrated the last one. If you didn't see that, I figured I'd start throwing that in there. So, yeah. All right, Bird. Pick a card, man. Any card, sir. We got 6. I'd like a number, 2 numbers up to 6.
All right. Let's go 5 and 6.
Ooh, pulling from the back.
Yeah, we're gonna hit it from the back today.
Girl, you looks good. Why don't you back that ass up? All right. All right, here we go. Let's open this up. I've never opened Select before, so I am. With 4 cards in a pack, it's a foil card right off the bat, right? Like, what else comes with 4? Phoenix, Prisms, everything that's foil, pretty much. All right, I think these are kind of bluish, these base cards. Yeah, kind of cool designs, though. We'll start off with Jordan Poole. Yeah, see how they're kind of blue? I think that's the base. So, Jordan Poole. We got a Jared McCain. Is that a rookie? Yeah, rookie card, Jared McCain. He's a good rookie. Sweet. Okay. Jason Tatum, totally selected certified insert. That's kind of silver, but I don't know if it's like a hollow or something. That's pretty cool looking.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. And then we'll finish off with a Russell Westbrook, who I heard a little bit of rumors with the Kings. I can't tell if that's like a hollow or any different.
Can we not? Can we just not do that?
I know. That's different than these other blue ones. That's got a little hollow shimmer to it. So, okay, we'll check that out, see what that is. Let's see what pack number 2's got here. Or number 6.
Numero 6.
All right, numero 6. Give us something good here. All right, we'll add a little more to my rookie collection with an A.J. Johnson. All right, yeah, nothing special there. A.J. Johnson. Rookie. We got Jaylen Brown.
Okay,
that's just a base card too, but really cool photo. Okay, this one's got some orange shimmer to it, dude. This one looks pretty cool. What do we got here? Emmanuel Quigley.
Quickly down under.
The orange, I don't know what that is. Orange something.
Looks like like an orange wave or something. Or
yeah, that's actually a really cool card. Too bad it's of Emmanuel Quigley.
Hey, that guy's got it going, man. It's gonna be good.
And we'll finish off with a Jalen Tyson. Just throw that into the rookie card batch and hope the guy becomes something good. So, Emmanuel Quigley, best card pull in there so far. Not great, but hey, is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
Hopefully the rest of that box will give me something good. So, well, thanks for hanging out with Crack That Pack. Bird with the Yu-Gi-Oh!
I think I'm going to be having some Japanese Pokemon to open soon. I got a friend that's over there and said he's going to bring some cards back for me. So we'll see how it goes. Shout out to Alex.
By the way,
don't stab yourself.
Oh, I've learned the hard way to not catch things like that. Trust me, the very hard way. If you can believe it, and I'm sure you can, knowing me.
Yeah.
Birds know me a long time, people. A long time. All right, Bird. Now that we got those packs out of the way, nothing special. Sorry, folks. One of these days, I'm thinking next month we're gonna have some good stuff because I'll be opening up the rest of that Phoenix box. There's still one auto and one memorabilia in there, and if I time it right, we'll be at the start of football season when I'm done with that.
I can't wait.
You can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
I know, right? Finally, open that stupid thing. I've been sitting on this thing for like 3 months, Bird. I'm pretty proud of myself.
I'm proud of you as well. I couldn't do it that long. I would have opened them.
Hey, well, I kind of buried them over here in my photograph area, so I don't really think about them. But for the last few weeks, I haven't been opening anything. They've been on my mind. Trust me. I've almost came in here and opened them about 4 times, but I don't know what's holding me back. I don't know. All right, let's smash through some hobby headlines so we can get to this main topic.
And now, hobby headlines.
Okay, some pretty basic headlines for you today. We're going to give you some new releases. We're going to give you some players that are up and some players that are down. But I did want to start with this. Just sold in a Jupiter auction is a Michael Jordan rookie, 1986 Fleer rookie, Gem Mint 10. Just sold for $2.5 million, Bird. Wow.
I want $2 million. $2.5 million.
I'll take it. I could honestly say, though, would you rather have that card or the $2.5 million?
I mean, the $2.5 million.
It's a tough one for me. It's a tough one. It's not?
No, not at all.
Nah, you're probably right. I could pay off everything I have and go buy a nice house and live on a lake somewhere. And
there you go. Yeah, $2.5 million. Let somebody have the card and appreciate it. I'll know that I had it. I know that I have $2.5 million to make me feel better about getting rid of it.
Fair enough. Well, that just sold. So whoever the lucky duck is on that, on both ends, one person got a good card and one person got $2.5 million. So happy for both of you. Some quick price changes in the MLB, your top 5 and top 5 downward trending. So top 5 up, top 5 down. Number 1 is Jacob Mizorowski, the guy, the pitcher who I think he just made the All-Star team after only like 5 starts, something like that.
Brewers, right?
Yeah, on the Brewers.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He is a stud, but this is I think Paul Skeens held the record last year with 9 games to make an All-Star appearance. He's now set that bar at 5 games to make an All-Star.
Not super excited he's in the NL Central. Not at all.
I'm sure you're not. I mean,
so we have Skeens and him in the same division.
Oh, damn, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Skeens won't be in there for very long. Chase Burns is up. By the way, Jacob Mizrowski, he's up 82.89%. That is the highest out of anybody on this entire list: football, basketball, baseball, anything. Chase Burns, not sure who he is, but he's up 54.49%, which is pretty crazy. Andy Pages is up 34%. Your guy, PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, up 30%.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know you got a stack of his cards sitting there somewhere. I got a few right back there myself. Cam Smith is up 26%, and that's going to round out your top 5 up. Now, top 5 down, the number 1 guy going down is Jack Caglione. Next is Wyatt Langford. Next, unfortunately, is Roki Sasaki. Guy I think he's out. Which
all
is
young guys. Yeah, Roki's been hurt.
Yeah.
Wyatt is not performing like they thought he would.
Right.
Yet,
I thought he was going to be a
still
stud
really
too.
young, and so is Caglione.
Sure. So, Julio Rodriguez is down. That's kind of an odd one. And here's the oddest one of the bunch. Frank Robinson is down.
Right. And for all those people under the age of 40, Frank Robinson played for the Orioles back in the day.
Back in the day. I think 70s was his era there. 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
As we move on to the NBA, the top 5 in the NBA up are Matisse Bazelis. That's probably a good call. I think that guy's really good. He's the Bulls forward, I believe. DeAndre Ayton is up 26%, maybe because now he's on the Lakers.
I would imagine that his stock has gone up since he went to LA.
Well, I'm sure his highest was when he got drafted number 1 overall, and it's been probably a downhill trend ever since then. So happy to see he's on the up and up. Cooper Flagg, of course, is up here, 14%. Jabari Smith Jr. up 12%, and Amen Thompson up 11%. Now the top 5 down is Tyrese Halliburton is number 1. So after being the number 1 up a few weeks ago when we read this list off, he's now the number 1 down-rated player. So hope you guys made your money while you could.
That's got to be based on his, obviously the Achilles thing and
his injury.
But, who knows? Yeah. Maybe he comes back better than ever.
Well, Paolo Banchero is also down. Obi Toppin, Paige Beckers, and Tyler Hero to round out the bottom 5.
Which is crazy. Banchero's on there because he just signed a huge 5-year contract with Orlando.
Right. So, people don't freak out. Hold on to your Banchero cards. He's going to be a damn good player.
Right.
Don't let these lists kind of determine what you want to do. This is more probably for your short term, I would say. If you're looking to make a quick buck, ooh, that guy's up. Sell your cards of that guy right then and there, then, if you want to. And then for the NFL, CJ Stroud back up, man. After we had that convo, they must have hurt us. They must have hurt us, Bird.
I just don't get it. Nothing's changed. I don't know why he's moving all over the place, man.
You're right. Yeah, he's the top guy up right now. Joe Milton III is up. Mm-hmm. He's I think he was a rookie last year. Didn't really play a whole lot, I don't believe. Drake May is up. Brian Thomas Jr. He was on my fantasy team last year. Jalen Hurts to round out the top 5. The top 5 down. Cooper DeJean. This graphic here says Ellie Manning. I think
I like it. That's what I just read that. I was like, Ellie Manning. Huh?
Yeah. I think I commented on this post too. Like, I don't know if I pull a Ellie Manning card, man, I'm in business. Marvin Harrison Jr. is down. Quentin Johnson's down, and Bucky Irving, unfortunately, is down because that sucks. All the guys I got rookie cards of are down. What do you know? Right.
All going to make a big comeback this year, except for Ellie Manning, who's retired.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Some new releases that are coming out this week. Starting on Monday, July 14th, we have the Panini Photogenic Basketball for 24-25. I don't think I've ever seen that product. Have you ever seen that product?
I actually didn't get a chance to look through it today. I did take a look at your next one you're going to talk about, though.
The 24-25 Panini Noir Basketball.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool, actually. I like the card designs. Looks interesting, for sure.
Okay, that's coming out.
Comes out tomorrow,
July 15th. Well, they probably won't hear this then, Bird.
True.
Tuesday, July 15th, for all the people that don't know what tomorrow is. Coming out on the 16th, Wednesday the 16th, we've got 24-25 Upper Deck Credentials Hockey. We might have to dip our toe into that hockey pool a little bit here, I think. Try to get into that a little bit. Coming out on Thursday, July 17th, 24-25 Donruss Elite Football. So another big football drop right there for Donruss. I do like the Elite Footballs. I got some of those last year. They are some pretty good looking cards. I think the only serial number card though I got was of Coach Shanahan. From
as one would want. Absolutely. Yeah. I love serial number Shanahan.
Serial number coaches cards. Only thing better than that is a kicker card, I believe, right?
Yeah.
We're going to step into the bird realm here with the Pokemon Black Bolt and White Flare coming out on Friday, July 18th. So, people, I'm warning you now, don't go anywhere near a GameStop on Friday the 18th.
Friday morning.
Okay? Yeah. It's not going to be fun. You may get in a fist fight over Pokemon cards. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Facts. He's absolutely right in that. GameStops are going to be a mess. They do have limits on how much you can buy of certain products, so that's good news. But the line will be long and distinguished, if you will.
And every GameStop is going to be that way. I bet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This is the one people have been most excited about in probably the last 3 updates.
Are these the ones you showed me when we had Jason?
Yeah. These were the black and white dragons.
Those are cool looking.
No, this is a cool set. Yes. Much better than the last set they put out. So
it'll be a highly sought after one too.
Yeah.
So that's coming out, like I said, Friday, July 18th, 2025 Leaf Pearl Multisport. So this sounds kind of interesting. I wasn't going to put it on there, but as soon as I read that it said multisport, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I don't think I've ever bought a pack of cards that had multi-sport in it.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw the name Leaf on something, honestly.
Leaf too.
It has it has been a minute since I've seen that name, and it's just interesting. I don't know what it's going to be, but could be fun. If you're a multi-sport fan, maybe you get something special out of it.
Just don't get them at GameStop because that's coming out Friday, July 18th too. So if you want that on the drop, maybe look somewhere else. And then lastly, we got the 25 Panini Contenders PFL, which is the Professional Fighters League. So if you're into MMA fighting cards, this might be something you want to look into. I checked them out too, Bird. They kind of look just like the football Contenders cards, like literally the same. With the ticket kind of theme.
Gotcha. So no interest from me on that. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of those contender football ones. I did pull a couple cool cards, but I'm just not, I don't know.
I know. It's not my favorite design card either.
Bringing us back to the main topic. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Well, hey, that's a segue right there. If I've ever heard of one, we're going to jump right into our main topic. That will do it for hobby headlines anyway. Hopefully you guys can go get yourself some new packs of cards based off our information. But we are talking about card design today. We're going to start off with kind of the evolution of the way cards kind of have been designed. I'm looking at some of these photos that Bird put down for the pre-war 1860s to 18. Now I'm going to have to say from 1860 to 1841, I have a feeling these cards didn't change much.
1941.
1860 to 1941, these cards didn't change much.
Yeah. No, not a lot of change. I mean,
right.
Very much so given out by different companies even. They weren't even necessarily made by a brand of card at that time. So you got to see things from Sporting News, Cracker Jack, Goody, which is a brand from back in the day. So you had all these different Chickle, which was the gum, I believe, back in the day. You got a pack, you got cards with that too. So it's Chickle. It's a little different.
I know, but wasn't the name of their gum Chiclets? No,
I don't know if that's the same company or not. To be honest, I mean,
right.
I know that you can find them on the streets of Tijuana. Does that count?
You can find a lot on the streets of Tijuana.
Don't come
And
home
no,
with it.
no, that does not count.
No? Okay.
No,
Sorry.
it's Tijuana, buddy.
Chiclet. Okay.
You got the 1909 to 11 white border Honus Wagner card. I mean, you look at a lot of these older cards. What is this one? Eddie Plank. We got the Sporting News.
I think that's Shoeless Joe.
Babe Ruth right there. Is that Shoeless Joe, the one that doesn't have a name on it?
Yeah.
Or no, that's Ty Cobb. It's just Ty Cobb down at the bottom. There's a Shoeless Joe from a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But you can tell they weren't like photographs. These are all like hand-drawn artwork for this.
Yeah, these were
That's
definitely these were definitely not photos. That was definitely not a thing. And you definitely didn't see any action at all when it came to these cards. As nowadays
everybody's
you see
posing,
guys diving and throwing,
everybody's posing,
and all the things.
There's basically headshots, maybe like guy standing there with a bat. They're all very basic cards, of course. Of course, when you start getting about to the 50s is when things started to change a little bit. They started adding like actual pictures of the players, like the Mickey the 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle. Now tell me, does that look like, I'll put the picture up on YouTube so everybody can see. Does that look like a real photo, or is that?
I think it's a posed photo.
Well, it's a pose, but is it like a drawing or?
No, I think it's a drawn thing. Maybe they did lithographs or something like that along the lines to reproduce it. But I don't think you're going to see regular style photos on cards. Man, I would say you'd have to get closer to the 70s to start seeing that. Even probably 60s, honestly, where you start seeing people's pictures.
Yeah, I'm looking through some of these cars, and it's just like none of them are any of them are in action. They're all posing. They're all, basically shot sets of these.
Even
players.
the Hank Aaron, where you got a Hank Aaron where he's fielding technically, but he's more of a drawing of a fielder.
Exactly, he's more of a poser as a fielder, right there. Yeah,
he's posing as a fielder, posing as a batter, that kind of stuff. So you get these, but I mean, there's still
there. Yep.
There, I picked out some of the top cards from that era, so that we could show the viewers and whatnot. And they're, these guys are the best of the best from back in the day. I mean, if you're a baseball fan at all, almost every one of these names, if not all of them. I hope. So, I think 1960-ish is probably when you started seeing more of the photo style. So.
Yeah, as we get into kind of the 1960s here, there's still a lot of just headshots and posing, though, is what I'm seeing.
For sure, yeah. You didn't get a lot of action stuff because the cameras just couldn't capture it.
You're starting to get a little more design to the borders and things like that on the cards. I'm sure that came with access to better technology, right? Probably made that
better printing technology and whatnot.
Right, yeah, this Reggie Jackson. I mean, look at that, man. Is that a rookie Reggie Jackson?
That is a rookie Reggie Jackson, yeah.
Wow. Got the vest jersey style.
I can't believe Nolan Ryan's rookie year was 68.
Oh my God, I remember that guy pitching when we were kids.
Because he pitched till he was 45, dude. And his last pitch where he blew his elbow out was over 100 miles an hour. At 45 years old, I'll be 43 next week, and I can't throw a ball 30 miles an hour at this point in my time.
No. I pretty much had the worst softball game of my entire life on Friday. I couldn't do anything right. I couldn't even throw the ball from third base to second. I threw it right into right field. It was just wonderful. Yeah, they're not going to put me on any cards.
But yeah, then you jump to 1971, and this Thurman Munson card. This is the first time you see action in any one of the cards that we've talked about here.
Yep.
So somebody got a camera, on the guy tagging a guy at home plate. So crazy stuff, man.
Yep. And they still did. I'd say they probably still did primarily photo shots, like, have a shoot and come out with a camera. Okay. Yeah. Do your best pose, like we all did in Little League and stuff like that. But yeah, you're starting to see the transition here. You're starting to see. And then
you notice in the 75, the Topps 75, it's the Topps High Heritage right now.
It is. It is the Heritage, and
So
that's 40 years, right?
50.
50
50
years?
years. Yes.
I am that old. Oh my God.
You are that old.
What a rude awakening that I did not need right there. But yeah, there they are. It looks just like the Heritage cards, but they're still posing. Still posing.
It is a lot of
now,
posing.
Is this consistent with the new re-release of like the Heritage? Are they all posing? I almost want to check that out now.
Most of them are actually. Yeah, they're pretty posed out pictures.
I got a stack right here. Right here. It's right here. I don't got to go far. I just want to look. I just want to look.
See you, buddy. Check this.
No,
Wander
okay.
Off screen. Don't worry about it. No big deal.
Joey Luperfido. This has got to be an in-game shot, dude.
It could be. Yeah, it probably is.
Right.
He's walking the first base.
A lot of these are, yes. It's just a headshot. Okay. Yep. Headshot. Posing. Headshot. Yep. So they're staying consistent.
Yeah.
Trying to make it as authentic as possible. And I really like these cards. They feel like they're from 1970. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They're very thick, very cardboardy, if you will.
Cardboardy.
Cardboardy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cardboardy.
Yeah. I mean, what we do.
We're making our way through the 70s here. You're starting to get a little more graphic kind of on the outer parts of the card. I'm still, what I'm not seeing though is like team logos. I don't see any team logos really. They're all kind of written in a font on most of these cards. Let's see, when we started getting into any logos. Yeah, I see Yankees, Orioles just written there for Eddie Murray. Maybe once we started getting into the 80s, I believe is when they started using, maybe it was a licensing thing. Maybe they weren't allowed to. Maybe they didn't have the technology back then to put them on the cards. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think, it's nice to see that the Topps rookie cups were back in the day, in like the 70s.
Yep. So, 78 there, Eddie Murray. They got the,
they had almost had a version of it there on the 71 Thurman too. So,
right
probably
there.
That's the early model of it, maybe. So fascinating stuff.
Interesting. Now look at this guy, this Mark Pidrovich. I just like his hair coming out of his hat like that. That's insane. Wow, 70s. What a time. As we moved into kind of the 80s, early 90s, the junk wax flare, things started getting a little more clean cut, I would say. You had your upper decks stepping in there. You had your top still in there. But things kind of got a little more, I don't know how to say it, but just cleaner. The photos started getting better. They were all action shots from there on out, pretty much in-game photos.
Yeah, and you start to see a little bit more design with the cards, I think. A little more unique look to them.
From company to company.
Right? Yeah, definitely from company to company.
I remember back in like our day, you could look at a card from, you could hold a card 20 feet from me and be like, oh, that's an upper deck or that's a Topps. Not even looking at the player or anything. You just tell by the type of card it was. And then we get into like the 90s, of course. My favorite is the 1990 Topps. That square border with all the different colors coming around it. It's weird because you have a George Bush card you put on here of that.
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't put a George Bush card for the 1990 Topps series?
1990 Topps USA, George Bush.
Yeah, because he was a baseball player at Yale.
I never knew they made a card out of that.
Yeah, apparently. That's got to be George. That's got to be George Senior.
That's not in the whole set. Yeah, it is George Senior, but that's not in the whole set. I don't know. That's got to be. I got to look that up. That's
specialty card.
Yeah, that's very interesting because they didn't really come out with inserts or anything till the mid 90s.
Topps USA, man. Topps USA.
Yeah, that's what it says. This Topps USA. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find that set. Of course, the classic Bo Jackson. There's a pose that you'll never forget, wearing the shoulder pads with the bat up on there. That's just classic right there. That card's, what is that? That grade you got on that one? A 10?
Yeah.
That's not your card. I know that.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately for both of us, sir.
Yeah.
And then Topps, Topps seems to stick to that white background, at least for baseball cards anyway. They stick to that white background, and then they kind of square it off. And even their cards nowadays, the Topps Series 1 and 2, white background. They stay pretty consistent with that, and I do like that. I like that look with a white kind of outside background. It makes it pop a little bit.
Yeah.
I find when I design my cards that they start off that way 100% of the time, of course, because I got a white background, right? And I'm just like, oh, should I leave it? Should I color it? It's kind of a big decision to do that and to executive decision that. Now, with new foil cards and stuff, you're not getting any kind of real white unless it's like a white refractor of any sort. So definitely a way to keep your eye on the different eras. What is this? Is this that a Barack Obama card I see right there?
No, that's Mario Rivera. It's his Bowman first rookie.
Why did I think that was Barack Obama, dude?
I don't know. It was not Barack's rookie card.
So hilarious. Now I look at it and they're like,
just because I put a George Bush card in there, don't mean everybody's got a baseball card.
I know. I didn't look at the name. I just looked at that photo, and that's totally a Barack pose. I'm sorry, that's a Barack pose right there. But once you started getting into like the late '90s or the early '90s, excuse me.
I was going to say, I think Donruss has always been the most playful with their cards. They're willing to like go out on a limb and put weird crap on their cards, if you will.
Yeah.
A little more creative, a little more artsy. Tops is very straightforward. Upper Deck is also very straightforward, but comes in with like these crystal clear pictures. Yep. This Deion Sanders card that's coming up here. It's the combo baseball, football. For those of you who don't know, Deion Sanders played both sports. He was a double sport athlete professionally.
×2, it says.
Yeah,
the name of that card. That's pretty damn cool. I have never seen that card before.
Yeah, it's a neat card.
Wow. I might have to try to get my hands on that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, Donruss, even now, they still kind of, they do a lot more bubbling than everybody else. If you've ever noticed that, like a lot of the rounder kind of squarish rounded off bubbles.
Definitely
they use that a lot.
Definitely less angles, more rounding.
Yeah, less angles, more rounding. A lot of you're just right. They take a lot more risks is how I would kind of define it. And good for them. Good for them. Somebody's got to kind of throw it up against the wall and see what sticks, right? Exactly. And then we started getting into like kind of the inserts, right, in the 90s too. That's when inserts kind of broke out right before refractors, and they were kind of like, well, how can we make more cards of the same person, right? Inserts. Right. There you go. Then they figured, how can we make even more cards of the same person? A parallel. Oh. And it just, the doors flung open right there. So once we got into like kind of the late 90s, we started getting into more of the thicker, like the Fleer Ultra. Like Fleer Ultra, really, really nice cards, really clean photos. No borders to these cards. They were kind of edge to edge photoed cards, and they were really cool. Kind of like this Griffey one you got on here, man. He's blowing a giant bubble. That is amazing right there.
Right.
What kind of card is that?
Yeah, and I think you start seeing more metallics in that time frame too. A lot more die cutting. So where the cards aren't just a square card anymore. They've got all these crazy cutouts, like the Alex Rodriguez there. The Mark McGuire we're going to see in a second. It's,
that is a die cut. It's kind of hard to tell because of the background they got on it.
Yeah, it's all, laser cut out, that kind of thing. I mean, just lots of, stuff here. I think that's Nomo and then Derek Jeter. I mean, all these things are got all these crazy designs to them. I think, we do see a little bit of die cutting nowadays, but I don't think you see it as much. I think its heyday was probably the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know if people like that these days. I think it adds a little extra flair to the card.
Yeah, I just think it doesn't store as well. Like it allows for bending in spots that typically would be sturdy. For instance, the Larry Walker card with power cuts.
Top loader, man. Come on.
I know. But you remember back then, we didn't have as much of the top loading. That wasn't in our era. We were putting them in books, and binders, and it just didn't really.
When I decided to start getting back into this, everything was in binders. Everything.
Right.
The only singles I had was like my Bart Simpson card, and anything that didn't fit the bill to be in that binder basically. But yeah, you started seeing a lot more gold on the cards, a lot more foil to the cards, cooler designs. I think this all came with, kind of the rise of technology too, made it a lot more easy. You started seeing like the guys were more cut out to the card, right? Part of their body would be outside of this area, or part of the bat would be outside that area. They got a little more, they had a little more options to do, probably with the invention of the computer art being able to mimic what they wanted to do. But then you got, what's this, Russ Johnson? Now, I don't know who Russ Johnson is. But see how they got the name of the rookie right behind him, right? They never did that before. They weren't able to do anything like that.
Yeah, they were looking to create some dimensionality in the card. I was going to say dimensionality, but I don't know if that's a word. But more dimension in the card.
Yeah, exactly. And as they got better at designing and shading and things like that, actually, it kind of took off. And now we're at a point where anything is possible. I mean, absolutely anything is possible.
Yeah, no, they've definitely got way more stuff now. For those of you that collect nowadays, you are very aware of all the things we have, patch windows, digital parallels, all this crazy stuff that we spend our time hunting and loathing that we don't get.
Yeah, man, maybe if we labeled ourselves as breakers, we'd get stuff sent to us, but I doubt it. They still have to pay for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, why don't you bring us through some of your TCG visuals that you find interesting and kind of where they started?
Yeah, I think, we would start in a minimalist kind of world when these all came out originally. Magic the Gathering came out in 93. It was very minimalistic. It was like all the cards were hand drawn, which obviously they copied over onto other ones, but originally they're very hand drawn. There's not a lot of graphic design involved in them. Nowadays, some of the most recent packs are completely digitaled out. You've got all different types of cards versus when the original set came out, there was only a few different types. You have things like extended arts, borderless cards, and different types of foils as well. So you've got all these different upgrades to the cards to make them shinier and more attractive to a more general audience, I think. Magic the Gathering is not just a man's game anymore. I think when it first came out, I think primarily only men played it. It is now very heavily played by women, which is cool. If you go in any local card shop on a Magic the Gathering evening where they're all playing each other, you will see a lot of, it's still more heavily men, but you'll see women in there too, because the card design has become more interesting. More, not effeminate necessarily, but prettier. And you have characters that are less monster-like and more human-like.
More appealing to...
Yeah, you have lots of different options in that world. I don't play the game, so I can't speak too highly on how much it's changed. But from what I remember from the original sets, it has changed quite a bit from what I saw recently when I got that Final Fantasy series, which is still crazy expensive. Very popular. Pokemon, obviously, probably the biggest of all the games. The original base set arts, very simplistic drawings of these characters.
Which they still kind of stick to today, right, for their base set?
A little bit, yeah. I actually sent some photos to you so we can throw this during this section of multiple types of Pikachus, which everybody knows who Pikachu is, right? So all the Pokemons, the names you probably know are Pikachu and Charizard. Yes. There's a few others, but I sent you some Pikachus, different designs from different eras, and really not a ton has changed. They're still very comic-y, cartoon-like, a little bit better on the drawing side, I think, but you have very kind of basic, enjoyable art forms. They're very cute, which definitely appeals to younger kids and girls, I think. You have a multitude of types of cards. I've put some different types here for everybody to look at. Your common cards, your uncommons, rares, and now you've got things like illustration rares, ultra rares, double rares, and special illustration rares, and even hyper rares. So the higher you go, the less of those there are. Hyper rares, for instance, I took these from the latest set, the Destined Rivals, and the card is all gold with Mewtwo and Giovanni, the main bad guy, on it. It's just a really attractive artwork card. And if you look at the other ones, there's some very cool artworks. They've come a long way as far as being able to create 3D style images.
Yeah. And it's all done through shading. And like this is the kind of stuff I notice when I design is the shading. The shading makes depth. It creates depth for your eyeballs is what it does. And it's really it's a trick. You're playing a trick on whoever's looking at it, right? But yeah, this gold one, what is that, the hyper rare?
Yeah.
I love the gold kind of trim around Mewtwo and around the guy. Like that looks so cool to me. I bet you that like the real card that actually pops. I bet you that looks so cool.
And the reality is certain artists that draw for Magic the Gathering and Pokemon and even Yu-Gi-Oh! There are people that follow just that artist because not all the same artists design these cards. They have different artists that design the different cards. And so certain artists will be followed and their cards will be more valuable because they were the ones that drew the card. So you see a lot of that in the world of these TCG stuff. It's not just...
This doesn't have to do with the designs, but do those artists like sign cards? And like... could you ever pull an artist signature from a card pack?
You could. I'm not sure that I've never seen one where they sign cards unless it's like at some sort of a competition that they might have that as a prize kind of situation where, you're like, oh, I get the hyper rare designed by so-and-so and they've signed it. I won the world championships. Now I get this card. It's one of one kind of thing. But I don't think they have any that are in packs that are actually signed by the artist.
Right. You can't buy like a hobby box and be like one artist insert included, right? They don't
right
do that.
Yeah, so you're not really getting that. You do a little bit on the Magic the Gathering side though. Inside the Final Fantasy set, which is the only one I'm familiar with really, they had an art series in there where it's a bunch of drawings by the artists that did the Magic the Gathering series, and a couple of them were like digitally signed by the artist, so you know which artist designed them. I think they were cool. I think they were very cool. They're not worth a darn thing. Nobody cares about that because all they care about is playing the game because that game's very much about playing. But me as a general collector, I actually thought the artworks were very, very cool on those.
Nice.
So and last but not least, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Very, very basic start. A little bit of foiling in the beginning. You had some cards that, like I said, you had magic and trap cards that had some color, like some foil, but basically the cards were pretty straightforward, just drawings and of different characters and whatnot. Nowadays you've come so far. You have your commons and short prints. You have things called super rares, which are, it's so hard to tell what is what in Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't even explain. Like you look at the card and you're like, wait, which one is this again? So the different types are common, short print, super rare, ultra rare, secret rare. I think there's even a prismatic rare that is in one of the sets. And the hot one is what's called the quarter century secret rare because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is on its 25th anniversary. So it's basically, technically last year was, but they're still doing these quarter century cards. And the cards, you'll see, I have one in there. It's the Dark Magician Girl. She's very much one of the favorite characters in that series. I also provided, have you ever heard of the Blue Eyes White Dragon?
No.
Does that sound familiar anyway? Okay. So that was absolutely one of the favorite monsters of everybody when the set came out. I sent you a numerous amount of pictures of that card and the variations they've created off of it. And so you see where they take a basic idea of one monster and then they create multiple monsters off of it. So you can kind of see, oh, well, this is the original Blue Eyes. This is what it looks like here, and so on, so on. Oh, well, now we've got the Blue Eyes this, we've got the Blue Eyes that. And they take one card and they create all these different things around it. The Dark Magician Girl came from the Dark Magician, who was the main character, Yugi's favorite character. And so you have all these things, and it allows you to kind of just, so it's just, they should keep expanding on the cards that they originally created for this series. And they've expanded those cards into more fancy, crazy looking cards. I can't even really explain it properly. You have to really get a Yu-Gi-Oh set to understand. The ones I opened earlier, not so much, but if you get some of the newer sets, you can find some cards that are pretty cool.
So who would you say out of those three TCG has evolved the most?
I don't think. I would say probably
design
Pokemon.
Design-wise.
I would say Pokemon. I think Yu-Gi-Oh has evolved in their foil technology. It has come very, very far. I think that the creation of the artworks in the Pokemon world, the different types of arts, the different types of rarities, I think has definitely pushed the boundaries of what those cards can look like and how like beautifully they are designed. And I think Magic actually has extended theirs pretty good too, considering where they came from. If you really want to go on a deep dive, you can go back and look at some of the, look up evolution of Magic the Gathering, and you can see they have a card called Skullduggery, and you can see the different types of design that card has gone through in the different sets it's shown up in. And you see a marked change in original versus now.
That's pretty interesting. I'll have to look that up. I like seeing how artwork evolves and things like that. I mean, trust me, my first design of a card was pretty crappy too. It wasn't great. It was okay. It's okay. Yeah. But I've learned a lot since then. And I don't know if you saw, but I made like a little Caitlin Clark 1/1.
I saw that. Yeah.
You did see that. Cool. Yeah. You know, I'm going to shout him out. I don't know if he listens to the show, but Dave Drever.
Okay.
He messaged me on the side. He's like, "Whoa, dude, you pulled a Caitlin 1/1?" I'm like, no, bro, those are my cards I design right there. Like, I just have fun designing them. And, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay. I see now. I see." And he was like, "That would be cool. That would be life-changing." I'm like, "Yeah, I think it would if I got a Caitlin 1/1. Sure. So, but hey, that kind of takes you around the block for the design of cards. We're going to be posting a lot of these pictures on YouTube, so you can kind of get the gist of where it started to where it's at now. Heck, we all know where it's at now. It's almost a little oversaturated. Designs are, hey, there's some you like, there's some you don't. We talked about the contenders for football. Not a big fan of the whole ticket theme that they got going on there. There was another product I opened recently. I just wasn't a fan of it, man. It's just some of them are not appealing to my eye. Might be to yours. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But
I just know me and you are both into the design element of it and the visuals of the cards.
Absolutely.
I don't remember if you were part of this or not back when we were kids, but do you remember the video game Mega Man?
Of course.
Do you remember sitting at my house and drawing the characters for the next Mega Man? It might have been you. It might have been me, you, and Sharps. Happy birthday, by the way, buddy. But we drew characters for what we believe were going to be in the next Mega Man. And then when that game came out, I think we hit like 5 out of the 10 characters that they put into the game. So even when we were little kids, we were still thinking about design and how to create better visuals.
I think that was me. And even before that, I did something of that sort on my own as a really little kid. Like 8 years old, I drew
the Cybertruck.
And yeah, I know, right? No. I drew up something and I sent it to Nintendo. Dude, they actually sent me a certified letter back. I wish I still had that. That'd probably be worth something nowadays.
That'd be cool.
But it had the Nintendo stamp. It had the dude's signature on it. They wrote me a letter back. They're like, "Thanks for this, but we're gonna move in a different direction." It was a bunch of kid drawings. Excuse my language. Right. I'll bleep that out. But like this right here, this is a very visually appealing card. Even though, right, you got your base Prism. right? Now, okay, that's of nobody special, Trey Jones or Herb Jones. All right, but you got your base kind of Prism.
Right.
This is the one that catches my eye more than anything. And I don't know why it took me so long to pull one of these, but
okay,
kind of the barber pole one.
Yeah, the barber pole look of the.
I love that look. You know, it's simple, but it's just so effective, man. It's so effective.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm a real big fan of stuff like that.
Yeah. Nope, I'm a fan. Good.
Well, that's going to do it for the main topic here today. We're going to go ahead and what do you want to do? Get in our stack? Let's get in our stack, baby. I think that's a good idea. Did you bring some stuff for your stack? Uh-oh. Okay, I can double up.
That's okay. I got something.
And now, time for What You Got in the Stack.
All right. Since we got the NBA Summer League happening in Las Vegas right now, I am going to go ahead and share some stuff that I got of some players that are playing in there. We have the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft. We all know who number 1 was, right? But number 2, damn good player. Watched this guy play the other day, and I'd never seen him play before, but I was like, wow, he's really good. That's going to be of the ex-NBA player. It's his son, Dylan Harper.
Huh?
Ron Harper's kid. You remember Ron Harper?
Ron Harper, yeah, for the Bulls.
I think he's got actually 2 kids that play basketball at the moment. But I got his. That's a Bowman first, by the way, that I got of his. So, you know, it's the first card. He was a freshman when he got drafted. This is going to be his only college card he's ever going to have. So hopefully that will be worth something someday. He looks like a really good player. Then, of course, I got the number 1 overall pick. Whoops. Mr. Cooper flag. Yes. So it's not like anything special. It's just the Bowman first. But it is just the base
over
card.
There hanging, just over there hanging with Mr. Cooper.
That's right. He's hanging with Mr. Harper over here, and he's hanging with Mr. Cooper. So that's what I got in my stack for today. I didn't want to go too crazy, but I wanted to share something that
I got
kind of relevant to what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, I got something. It's not. I didn't mean to put it in my stack, but when you don't read the packaging well, you end up with stickers. Yeah, stickers. Okay. So I thought I'd get some One Piece cards a couple weeks ago, which I hadn't done much with, but I opened it and I realized it was a sticker
One
pack.
Piece. What's One Piece?
That's an anime show about pirates. I opened one of the packs of really early episodes. Okay. But the main character's name is Luffy. And I got his sticker. And that is Luffy.
That's actually pretty cool. I like the artwork.
He wants to be the pirate king. And basically his skill set is that he has the ability to stretch his body like rubber. So he can punch you from 10 yards away. So, yeah. But that's my stack because I didn't mean to buy that and I ended up with it. So
that's kind of cool. Hey, kind of come up on something on accident.
Accidents happen.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, that's what we got in our stack. Did you open any product this week? Anything?
I did not open a product at all until today, my friend. Just be in Orlando and trying to do everything else, coming back from Orlando and catch up on life.
You're good, man. Summertime is like that. You gotta, your kids come first anyway, regardless of what it is. Yeah. So I get that. And I will never oppose that, my friend. So if you don't have a card pull of the week, if you just open something, I do have something I would share because I didn't open a lot, but I did open something and got something kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So we'll share it.
I can't wait.
We'll share it.
And now it's time for Card Pull of the Week.
All right, my card pull of the week comes out of the 2024 Phoenix basketball. Man, I've been all over basketball today, haven't I? Sheesh. It is just what favorite. It is. Yeah, it is. I'd say basketball is probably and baseball are right there for my 2 favorite cards to collect. But this is actually I had to look this up because it's of 150. And it is a white laser Phoenix of Grant Hill.
Okay. Good old Grant.
So
man.
it's got like the white laser thing going on.
That is way back in the day there. Grant Hill.
Grant Hill, dude, he was supposed to be the next thing, man. And he was so good before he got injured.
Yeah, he was pretty damn good back in the day. So
I encourage you to go watch some Grant Hill rookie highlights. This guy was so explosive. He's just dunking all over people. It's like, oh my God, Grant Hill is the man. If you don't know what the Phoenix regular cards look like here, they're kind of chromish, right? There's of course I sleeve my Malik Monk.
Of course.
But there's your base card. Yeah, I love my Malik Monk. There's your base card. We'll put that next to the white laser so you can kind of see the white to it there.
I like it.
Yeah. Really cool.
Phoenix
really
just
cool.
has such a nice little product. It's such a good visually appealing
there.
card.
So, I love Phoenix. I love their basketball. I love they don't do baseball, do they?
Not that I'm aware of.
No. Well, first off, Panini doesn't own anything for baseball. So big L there. If they did do it, it'd be unlicensed, which is fine. And I kind of had a question too for you, and I don't know if you'd know.
Mm-hmm.
My designing of cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think officially I'm supposed to be using like the team logos, things like that, but it's not like I'm selling this stuff. I just do it for fun.
Yeah.
Right. So I couldn't really get in trouble for that, right?
I cannot give you legal advice in that way.
That's what I was looking for, man. Come on.
I believe you should avoid using the team logo on the jerseys if you can. I'm not sure how you do that, but best of luck.
Yeah, I don't know how I would do that either, or if I could even do that. I don't know. I don't know, man. So I'm just doing it anyway. What the hell? Why not? Who's going to stop me, right? Who's going to stop
Good luck, man. If it comes back to just the bird one week on this show, you'll know why.
You will know why. You'll think JT's sitting in some federal prison for some artwork that he shouldn't have done, apparently. So, let's hope that does not happen. But I think we've reached the end of the show, Birdman. You got any final thoughts, sir?
Wait
a minute.
Whoa!
I was just teasing.
So don't start ending it too soon, my friend.
You're right.
I would like to know where the bleep did you find that at?
I do want to know where the bleep we found that. Come on, let's do it.
Where the did you find that?
All right. So where the bleep did you find that? I don't have anything physical for you. You're going to have to take a look at the notes, my friend, and I will put this up on the YouTube for everybody else to see. But, and first and foremost, I don't even know if this is real. I just saw it and I thought it was absolutely hilarious, right? Now, for the people that are on Spotify or Apple Podcast, if you don't have a visual representation here, this is, let me pull it up. This is a George Brett card, okay? You guys don't know who George Brett is. He's an old baseball player. He was on the Royals for his entire career, I believe, right? Probably the most famous Royals player there is, I would say.
Facts.
This George, it says game used memorabilia, right? But at the top of the card, it says, I pooped my pants in Vegas. And the little piece of memorabilia is this white piece of fabric with this poo stain on it, right on the card. Absolutely hilarious, man. What does it say on here? Gucci Rips cards or something like that?
Rips that's a breaker.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a breaker.
Do you think this is a real card?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either, man. Like, hey, George, let me get that piece of shorts off you that you just shit in. Where the hell are they going to get that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think it's just a goof, but it's funny nonetheless.
It is.
Honestly,
kind of gives... and the shitty and the crap eating grin he's got on his face in the picture is even better. Like, he just looked at his buddy and he's like, dude, I just crapped my pants. He's like, I'm going to go to the locker room right now because my pants have crap in them.
Oh, good old poop jokes, man. They always hit no matter what age you are.
So I know that was your WTF, but I found something last night that I thought was kind of odd.
Okay.
I knew
I don't see it on the notes, so you're surprising me with this.
This is a surprise.
Okay.
I wasn't sure where to throw it in. But I found these last night at a local Walgreens, and they're the Club World Cup 25 FIFA Panini stickers. And they were $1.20 per pack. And so they have a book that comes out with World Cup stuff, and you keep stickers in it. And there's some very, very high-end stickers, from what I understand, from years past, Messi and Ronaldo, things like that. But I'm not really sure what these are because I've never even seen them in the wild.
Yeah,
but for $1.20, I couldn't help but pick them up. So let's see what we got here. I wasn't sure if it was going to be. Okay, so these are actual players for the different clubs. Okay, Jinki Haraguchi, Owen Gonzalez, Aurelien, I don't know how to say that. Nuno Mendes. Here, I'll show you what the basic. This is the base card.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, nice
and
design.
Then looks like there's some specialty cards because I have this one called The Emblem for Shusaku Nishikawa, who plays for some club. I have no idea.
You always got to pick the ones with the tough names, don't you? Oh, look at that little tiny thing.
Yeah, a little tiny thing.
It's kind of shimmering gold, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, shimmery gold. So I'm not sure. I just thought they were very neat. I thought they were, like I said, worth taking a look at. And I bought 2 of them. So let's see what we get in the second one. If you get the same kind of situation with the
you might have to check with your kid and see if these guys are any good. Is he that knowledgeable?
I don't think he's that knowledgeable, to be honest.
Okay.
Looks like you get a gold in every pack. Okay, and so this one I got a Chelsea Football Club.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's
club,
cool, right?
That's pretty cool.
And then the names I'm not going to try and pronounce. And then I did get a gold one here of Emre Khan, and that's another one of those emblems. And so.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's got to be their insert. Are those small? They look small in your hand.
They're very small.
Okay,
yeah.
I was going to say, either your hands got really big.
I wish. But if you want to hold them up to like a standard card, for instance, like the Pearsall we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's much. Yeah.
Because
that's cool,
do you remember the old sticker books back in the day that we used to have for like the pennant books? They had you could do stickers for every player that played on the MLB teams, and then you had.
I just remember getting the little round logo stickers.
Yeah, they had those too. There was a little bit of that, but that's what this basically is. But it's all these players from the World Cup.
Okay.
But they're very popular, and people go nuts trying to collect all of them. So
World Cup is huge. I mean, all around the world, except in the United States.
And this is the Club World Cup, so this is not regular World Cup where you're playing for your country. This is the different clubs of the world playing against each other. So this just wrapped up, I think, yesterday with Pierre Saint-Germain out of France playing against Manchester, maybe? Not 100% sure on that.
I like when they do. I like how soccer does some kind of different cups. Right?
Yeah,
I know we have the Sacramento Republic. They're in the UFL, I think.
I don't know what league they're in.
UFL
honestly.
or UCL, one of the two, like that. And they almost won the cup last year. I think they made it to like the final game up against MLS teams and things like that, man. So soccer is one of those. They kind of incorporate all the different leagues, and they have like the.
For sure.
I don't know if in America if they do the relegation and the advancement. I don't think they do that here.
We just finished the Gold Cup here. So that was the North American, Central American tournament. And the U.S. lost to Mexico in the final 2-1, which sucked. But, you got all these different Confederates Cup, and you've got, I can't even name them all. There's so many different cups, but they always have all these specialty tournaments over the years, and you get kind of that that competing level. So you're not always playing the same people. You get to see some new folks. The World Cup Club Cup is pretty cool because you're playing for your club and trying to do well. So,
yeah, pretty cool. Might have to get out to a Soccer Republic game, man. And now that they approved that stadium, we're going to be getting a new stadium in Sacramento for our soccer and events. I would say, super. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. So we'll have to go check that out, man. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on Cards on Blast, episode number 13. We took you through a journey through all the designs of all the cards throughout the years, all the way back from 1860s to now. That's over 140 years?
165.
65. Wow. Well, hey, it was 140, but yeah.
Bird's fine.
Tell them where they find us, man. Come on. Give us a follow, people.
Oh, come on. Come see us on Instagram and X. Also find us on Amazon Music, Spotify, and Apple Music. And if you want to see our lovely faces and all these things we talk about, please come check us out on YouTube. You get to hear about our lives, our liberty, and our pursuit of cards.
Yes, sir. To everybody who's new, thank you for stopping by. If you're an older listener and you've been listening to all the shows, we love you the most. You're the best.
Yep.
You're the best.
Yep.
We love our new listeners, too. So come hang out with us next week on Cards on Blast. We'll have a brand new topic for you, some new cards to share, some new packs to rip. Bird, any final thoughts, buddy?
Just shout out to my Synergy boys volleyball program and their good job in Florida. Nice work, boys.
Good job, boys. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you next week.
Okay.
Y'all.
All right. No, seriously. I think I'm done. Woo, I think we're done. I think that's good.
You finished?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the f*** are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?